Hey, what's going on everybody? This is G The Hypersapien, and in this video we're going to take a look at Artel W's Iron Horde Spezialistz bundle. So in this bundle you get a medic with nurse, a mechanic with mates, and tech shaman. So as you can see, it comes in a nice little box with the logo and collectible miniatures. But we'll bust this open and we'll have a look. So you get a little baggie for each orc, and then we get different bases. But we'll put this box aside and we'll take a look at the miniatures. So as you can see, you get a lot of bits. The only issue I find with these is they don't have any instructions. So the small one is the tech shaman. Okay, so here's the torso. So as you can see, really nice resin. There's not much cleanup, or there's no issues really. Looks like here is probably where it was on its support. Looks like a little bit there and here. So snip that off or clean it up. Probably clip this off with clippers, and any leftovers I'll be using a knife or something like that on. You can see that has these triangle parts where every part joins, so normally they're quite flush. So say you get the arm, it will have a little triangle that fits into this slot here. Really nice details on his back here. So you get two different head options. Again, it's got that little part that needs to come off, because that would be where its support was. You can see really nice head. So this one's got a helmet or a face mask strapped to it. You can see the straps coming around and joining into a belt like buckle. He's got his ears visible there. And this mask looks like it's metal, but it's kind of reminiscent of old tribal sort of masks. In the comments section, let me know how you would build these. Which head would you use? Now I really like this. I think it's because I like the open mouth. You know, it's got a lot of character. It's got a bit of movement to it. Just looks really crazy, like a weird boy is. That's the neck, obviously, and then you get this hole in the back of the head. So he fits on quite nice. My hand's getting in the way a bit, but so yeah, it sort of goes together like that. It's quite nice. Some nice details here. He's got some bells with a rope. It's got all this technology with all these wires and stuff. His skirt piece is some sort of cloth and it's been stitched together. His legs, wearing some nice sandals. So he's got two different shoes on, which is crazy. Like he's lost his boot, so he's just put that on. So these are really nice. It looks like it's quite blood axey. So like boss poles. That's really nice and detailed, that skull though. Love that. He's got some wires here. He's got these tacky parts. Really nice crisp details. See, you need to clean these off, but there's not actual much cleanup on the rest of it. So it's not very sticky. The resin's really clean. It doesn't seem to have any issues so far. Then he has one hand here. And this will be his shaman pole or magic wand, whatever you want to call it. It's really nice though. It's got some bones, and I'm guessing this would be either metal or wood, depending on how you do it. Some wraps. I'm not sure what this little piece is. It looks like hopefully it's not broken. but just be careful because that's how small some parts can be. And this would go onto the hand here. I'm having a bit of trouble putting this arm onto the hand here. Not sure if it's just me, but it looks like this isn't properly cast. So I may have to contact Artel W and speak to them about it if I can't work it out. I'd rather speak to them and see what they say. But unless I'm just being stupid, obviously that sort of goes into there. It just doesn't want to. So that's a bit of a shame. This is the medic with nurse. We'll take a look at nurse first. Nurse comes in 5 parts. So you've got his little body here. Really nice detail, got a knife on the side. So he's carrying this big syringe here. You slide it onto his arm there. Get this little piece. So yeah, you want to keep this in a bag until you glue them together because this is a really small piece. So he comes with another leg. Look at the head. So yeah, there's a pretty cool looking goblin. So this is the main bulk of the body. Really nice details. I like his outfit. Nice, big and bulky. So his other leg goes in here. So you can see that it's got a square this time. Fits in quite nicely. So he has this nice walking pose to him. Really like that. You get 2 different head options on the medic. So I really like both of these, but this one I guess looks the part a bit more. He's got stitches on his head. So he's got some sort of eyepiece by the look of that. That's really cool. And you got this one with a kind of gas mask almost. So he has a backpack as well, medic supplies. Goes in, slots in really well. Once it's slotted in, it doesn't have much movement to it. You get these wires. You get this canister. Looks like oxygen or something like that. You get a syringe option. That looks really cool how his fingers are wrapped around it. That's a crazy. It looks like it's kind of like a leech. You know how they use that in medical procedures. Looks like it's almost a orky version. I'm guessing it would be some sort of squig, but that's another hand option. Get this syringe hand. You get his tools, so he's got a saw blade there. Some stuff to go around his hip or waist. So that'd be a part of the claw hand, I'm guessing. So the fingers would be going on this. Looks like that's another finger. I believe that goes on one of the heads. 2 pieces on the medic. He gets an option where he's carrying another orc, which I just love that idea. So you can see his arm here is the medic, the bigger one is the medic. I guess he's been alive for a longer and he's bigger, but you see this part here. It's going to be where this goes into it. So that's how it fits in. He's thrown him over his shoulder and he's walking along with him. It's just an awesome creative idea, that is. But yeah, you can see there's more parts for this orc boy here. So he's thrown him over his shoulder and he's walking along. He's got nice detail here. His legs come off by the look of it. But we'll see if we can sort of build this orc a bit. So the leg slides in here. So he's obviously facing away from us. And that slides up against there, but you've got that triangle piece as well, so it goes in not too bad. Might need to clean it up a bit because this isn't quite flat, it's got a bit of texture to it, but possibly might need green stuff or something. We'll see though, so there's a little bit of a gap there. Looks like the trousers have some sort of mold line or whatever, so that probably needs a bit of clean up as well. So the Orc Boy has his head as well, which is really nice and detailed. The Orc Boy also has this arm here, which slides in quite easily. So it's a shoulder pad. He's got a nice arm guard. He has this nice shoulder pad, which is very beastie. He has this arm guard here as well. You get this piece as well, which looks like it's some sort of bag. And the last set of orcs in the Iron Horde Spezialistz bundle. It's a nice, huge, beefy orc here. Bit of clean up down here. The details are crisp where it needs to be. You've got the body of the mechanic. It slides in quite easily. I do need to clean up this little peg part here. I really like all his tools though. He's got this huge tool bag. I really like all these tools. His gauges. It's a really nice piece. It's quite busy, but not in a bad way. You can get to all the details. It's not overbearing. Get his little skirt piece. It's got some cogs and hooks and hammer and stuff on there. It's really cool. Really nice. So that goes onto the front of him here. So he gets 2 head options and 2 hand options. This part goes on the back here. Get some more tools. Get a hand with this big wrench here. You get 2 different options here. Fair bit of cleanup on this one. You get a hand which just has a screwdriver. It's pretty cool option. Really like the gun hands, but this just seems so mech-like. Might have to do the screwdriver. So you get these wires. Get another hammer, which must go on his side or somewhere. So that's one of his arms, where the hands would be attaching. Even got strapped around his bicep a little satchel, a little bag there. So that's the other arm that a hand would be going onto as well. Now I'll put up a picture of each of these as I'm going through them, just so you can kind of work it out, but from memory he has these mechanical arms doing stuff on his back. So you've got all these. And then you've got the claw hand. So this piece goes in here. It's a really nice claw though, so if I don't end up using that, that's nice to go in your bits box. Plenty of uses from that. You get this, like all of them, you get this little small piece. Get this little exhaust here. You get this piece as well. The 2 head options. So you get one with like a welding mask. So this guy's a chunky guy. He has about 4 chins by the look of it. So we'll take a look at this one first. That's a lot of detail. He's all stitched up here. He's got a broken tooth and I like his expression, it's really cool. His ears a little bit more pulled back. Gets the helmet, comes into play there. He looks a little bit like a miner. We have the welder mask one as well. That's really sick. He has a stitched up chin as well. That's the mechanic. Now we'll look at his mates. You get 6 pieces for this mate. He has his... looks like he's struggling, walking. Have the body. He has his wire. Really nice face, it's tiny. Really nice details. We have one hand or arm here. We have this other arm with this huge spanner. So he has this mechanical squig. You get 2 legs for the squig. Yeah, it's a really nice little piece that is. You get some rockets, you get the grot. It's holding a pole. We get our other leg with his foot. His other hand. Looks like he's holding on to the mechanical squig. And you get 2 different head options. You get this, kind of reminded me like a French painter or something. And then you get this one. Both head options are really cool. Not sure which one I'll use. Kind of like this one here. I really like both. So that's my look at Artel W Iron Horde Spezialistz bundle. So you get your medic with nurse, you get your mechanic with mates, and then of course you get our tech shaman. So I really like the way Artel W packs their stuff, but a little instruction booklet would be nice, a little build guide. Also there's a couple of little issues with some parts there, a bit of cleanup, but there's that one part that didn't quite have that triangle piece that slides together, so hopefully I can work that out. But overall I'm really happy with it. They put the wrapping paper and the wax seal with their logo. I really like that, that's a nice touch. But yeah, overall these miniatures are really great, really detailed, so many pieces. I love the options. It's really nice to have different head or hand weapon options. So that's really good. I love the way their orcs look, some of the best. The resin is really good quality as well. There's no issues there. Let me know in the comment section how you would build them. What would you equip them with? What head options did you like? Did you like the little goblins as well? But if you've got this far, I really appreciate it if you could drop me a like. And if you're new to the channel, it'd be really awesome if you could subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any reviews like this or painting videos. But yeah, as always, this is G The Hypersapien, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.